Let's talk about prime and composite numbers. A prime number is a number that has only two factors, 1 and itself. For example, the number 2 is a prime number because the only two numbers that can multiply together to get 2 are 1 times 2, and that's 1 and itself. Another one would be 7. 7 is a prime. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. The only two numbers that multiply together to get 7 are 1 and 7. Now, there's an infinite number of prime numbers. And when we talk about prime numbers, we are talking about, this is confined to natural numbers, which is counting numbers. And 0 is not prime, and neither is 1. And that's just the rules. It doesn't fit the rules. Prime numbers have only two factors, 1 in itself. Well, there's one factor for 1, but we've already used it. There's not a different factor. So 0 and 1 are neither prime nor composite. 2 is the only even number that is prime. Let's list some prime numbers out. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37. As the numbers get higher, they get a little bit farther apart. I think after 37, let's see, 38, 39, 40. I think the next one is 41. And the next one, well, some of them are still close. 43 is also prime. If a number is not prime, it's composite. And composite numbers are numbers with more than two factors, something besides 1 in itself. An example, let's start with the smallest composite number, which is 4. 2 times 2 equals 4, and 1 times 4 equals 4. We have 1 in itself, but then we have another pair also. What about 6? I should write 1 and 6 first, and then we've got 2 and 3. Well, what about 9? 9 is an odd number, and it looks like all of these except 2 are odd numbers. Well, 9, it's a good try. We have 1 and 9. But 9 is also 3 times 3. So just because the number is odd does not necessarily make it prime. But if it is prime, with the exception of the number 2, it is going to be an odd number. Let's look at one more. Let's look at 12. 12 has 1 times 12. And I like to start, with 1 and then go up. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Definitely not a prime number. Okay, let's look at some individual questions that might appear on your homework. We want to know or determine whether these numbers are prime or composite. And I just chose numbers in order because I thought it would be kind of fun. Let's look at 10. Well, we've got 1 times 10. Let's try 2. Oh, yes, 10 can be divided in half, so 2 times 5. So this is composite. What about 11? Well, we've got 1 times 11. 2. Nope. 2 times, no, there's no factor for 2. How about 3? How about 4? 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. How about 5? 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15. 6, well, 6 times 2 is 12. We could stop there. We're already getting too high. 11 is prime. I think 12 we just did, so I'm going to change that to something else. Let's change it to 15. It's odd, has a good chance of being prime. 1 times 15. Well, it's not even, so I know it's not going to be divisible by 2. Let's try 3. Well, yes, you can divide 15 by 3 and it's 5. So 15 is composite. Okay, gonna try 3 more. We're kind of on a roll. 2. Well, the factors are 1 and 2. That's it. 2 and 2 is 1 and 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 is a prime number, even though it might not seem like it because it is an even number. How about 49? Are there any factors that will multiply together to get to 49? Well, there's 1 in 49. It's not divisible by 2. If it's not divisible by 2, it's not going to be divisible by any even number. So we don't even have to try 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, any of those. It's not divisible by 2. Let's try 3. It's not going to be divisible by 3. It's not divisible by 4. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 10 is 50. No. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 9 is 54. 7. Yes. 7 times 7 is 49. "49 is a composite number. How about 31? Well, we can always do 1 and 31. It's not an even number. It's not going to be divisible by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Let's try 3. Well, 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 11 is 33. How about 4? 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 8 is 32. How about 5? 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 7 is 35. How about 6? Well, 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 7? 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. Oh, here, I've been doing some even numbers. How about 9? Nope, if it's not divisible by 3, it's not going to be divisible by 9. By 10? By 11. No, 11 times 3 is 33. By 12? Nope, if it's not divisible by 2. We can go on, but it is prime. There are no factors for 31 besides 1 and 31. So prime numbers have factors of 1 and itself. Composite numbers can be broken up into other factors besides 1 and itself. I hope that was helpful.